Hello ladies! Today I'm going to talk about the MeLuna cup. The MeLuna cup was the second cup that I had purchased in my journey to finding my Goldilocks cup. There were 3 cups I originally wanted to try, and the MeLuna was one of them. The other 2 were the Diva cup and the Lunette cup. So I did a little bit of research, not a whole bunch, and I did find a lot of good reviews about the MeLuna, and it seemed to be one of the more popular cups, so I felt it was a safe choice to try this cup. I purchased mine on the US website, and the US website doesn't have as many choices and selection as their mother site, but I'll link both of those in the description below. I paid $27.27 for mine, and that included the shipping of $2.32. It arrived here in about a week and a half. I know that you can find the MeLuna for cheaper on some other websites, so you might want to do some research and look around, shop around for a good price. One that I can think of is femininewear.co.uk, and they do have a winter sale going on right now. Excuse me, winter sale going on right now with the code WINTER, and I think you get 10% off of your purchase, so it makes it even less expensive if you shop with them. So I received mine in just a padded envelope, and in that envelope I got a plastic bag with a paper tag, and the cup was smashed inside of that bag like this, but it just pops right back up, so that's fine. I do like that they used a simple wrapping, because some of the cups do come in quite a bit of packaging, and it was just a reduced waste, so that was nice. I don't know if that's only for the US packaging or if that's their normal packaging. So along with my cup, I got this purple pouch, drawstring pouch, and also this little cleaning brush. It's like a toothpick style for cleaning the suction release holes, but I didn't really use this brush, and I'll explain why my holes here are blackened later on in the video. Excuse me. This is not a silicone. It is a TPE, and TPE is used in making baby products like pacifiers, so it feels different than silicone. It is made in Germany, and TPE stands for thermoplastic elastomer. I hope I pronounced that correctly. If you want more information on TPE, just Google it and do your own research on it, or go to the MeLuna site, because they do explain about it. So this TPE material is it's very gritty, for lack of better words. It is very grippy, and here I'll do a little, my fingers hardly move when I grip and pull on it, as, I'm sorry, comparing it to the Diva cup, and this is silicone, and as you can see, my fingers just slide right over that because it's so smooth, but it is really grippy. So when I went to the website, the US website doesn't have as big of a selection as their MeLuna mother site does. There is a very big selection on the cups. They have different stems. They have a regular stick stem. They have this ball stem, and then they have a ring stem where you can put your finger inside to pull it out a little bit. And they also have the basic, which is the lack of a stem. So it doesn't have a stem, and I wish they did offer the stemless one for the US, but the other 3 are offered on the US site. They have several different colors, including glitter cups, and the US website only carries this color or lack of color. The other thing is I think I only saw the Classic and Sport on the US website. They did not offer the Soft. And the Sport is 25% more firm than the Classic, and it is also 30% shorter than the Classic and tapers to a point instead of this bell shape here. So you'll have to check for yourself on their websites, or maybe on another website if they carry the colors and different other options. I loved that they had so many options because you could tailor it to yourself, but then there was so many options that I was a little lost. However, they do have a size calculator on their website on the left-hand column that if you answer a few questions, just simple general questions, they can point you in the right direction. And after doing that mini quiz, I had ended with a number 4. So I wasn't very active. I'm average weight. I have 2 children, but I didn't give birth vaginally. So it gave me a number 4, and I took that 4 and I went to their cup chart, and it said that a medium classic would be good for me. So this is a medium classic cup. It's about 2 inches high. I don't know the millimeters on that. I'm looking on my list to see if I needed to. I'm sorry. So I'll go ahead and talk about the cup. I'm going to start off with the stem here. I have the ball stem, and it's nice and small. I wish that more cups offered this style of stem because I wouldn't have to cut them off. I cut off most of my stems. But it is round, and if I turn it to the side, it's flat on both sides. And that gives a good gripping surface so your fingers don't just come right off of that. And it's nice and stretchy too. Right under that, there are 4 grip rings, and they're really, really raised. And I think that that is the most raised grip rings that I've come across so far. So here is my lunette, and you can see how much more those grip rings are raised off of the cup. Those are really nice if you're a first-time user, to be able to grip onto your cup and not have it slip out of your fingers. However, like I was saying, that this TPE material is so grippy that even if you didn't have the stem and these grip rings, I don't think you'd have any problems gripping onto that material to get it out. Now there is no secondary rim here like most of the cups have, and I'll show you again with my lunette. You see that ring there? From this ring up to this top rim, it is firmer than the rest of the cup. So there is no secondary rim here on the MeLuna. And then the rim is just a tad bit firmer than the rest of the cup. There are 2 section release holes. And there's nothing printed on the inside. This cup holds 20 milliliters or 20 mLs, and that's approximately a little more than a half an ounce. I do want to mention that there is a seam that runs all the way up my cup, including the stem, and it comes back down on the other side. And this side is not as raised as this side, but it is raised quite a bit, and I don't know why it's uneven. I guess when it was molded or formed together, the plates might have been a little bit off, and so this seeped out just a bit more than the other side did. But you can see that there's little bits hanging off of it that I hadn't snipped off, even on the stem right here. So I was not able to use this cup. I didn't even get to try it when I had my period. The cup was so soft that when I tried it on one of my dry runs, I couldn't get it to pop open. So I tried my regular punch down fold and it just wouldn't pop back open. And I went to the 7 fold and the C fold or U fold, and I went online looking at all these different folds. I tried the origami fold and the labia fold, and my fingers were cramping, my hand was cramping, my legs were cramping, and I was cramping. So I had to give up, and I was getting really swollen from my failed attempts to get this open. And for the next couple days, I couldn't use it, or I couldn't use any cup for that matter, although I wasn't on my period. So I went online to some of the forums, and somebody suggested to widen these holes with a hot needle. So that's why my holes there are black. The needle left some burn marks on it, and I can just file it away and smooth it out with probably a precision file. But this one didn't get widened, but this one did quite a bit, and you can see right through it to the other hole. But that didn't help. They said that maybe there was not enough air in it and to open these holes, and it just didn't work for me. So then I went back on the boards, and somebody said put it under cold water, or put it in a cup of ice water, or maybe in the freezer for a couple of minutes. And I live in Washington State now, and it's cold most of the year, so I don't really want to freeze my lady bits. But I did put it under the cold tap for a bit, and it still was not firm enough for me to get it to open. I barely got it opened, and it stayed smashed still inside of me. So I wasn't able to do that. It would still be a good cup, I would say, for people that need a soft cup, or virgins, or a first-time user. Just didn't work out for me. So I'm going to just do a little comparison on my two, or I'll just do the Diva cup. So again, this is a medium-sized classic, and they do say that that's the classic is the firmness for most women. And here is the comparison here. And my Diva cup is a size 2. I don't know if you can see that well. I'm just going to use my lunette. The lunette and the Diva cup are the same size, so I'm just swapping out just so you can see the rims there. And the MeLuna actually fits inside of the Diva cup. If the rim was a little narrower, I swear my Diva cup would just nom it up. But you can see it right through. So it is quite a bit smaller. So while this didn't work for me, I still think it might be a good cup for a lot of new users, soft cup users, or virgins. I hope I answered some questions that you had about the MeLuna cup. I'm sorry that this video is longer than my others. But if I missed something, go ahead and leave me a question in the comments below, or you can PM me and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Check the MeLuna site, shop around for maybe a more inexpensive cup or MeLuna cup. And they do have a Facebook site as well. You might be able to find some discount codes through their Facebook site or Facebook page. Thanks for watching.